Well, let's have a look at USD JPY as requested by the guys. Why do I do this?
Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. And if this is your first time here, I'm the big fella Scruff, and sitting next to me is Wonder Wink, who I'm normally wondering what she's doing. And she's shopping.
I am not. Well, I am sort of.
What do you mean? Yeah, I am sort of.
Not clothes.
Not clothes, no. She's looking for houses. We're still on the hunt for a new house. Marvellous. But the guys in the squad earlier on, if I flick this over and I just put it onto the large chart so I can explain what I'm about to do, requested, well, they didn't. One of them did. If I go up to Rogue Strategy, here, Dog Blind, Dwayne, little salute to you, my friend, and I hope life's pretty good for you over there. Was looking at the JPY pairs, and I said I'll have a look at them this afternoon for the New York session. It's coming on 2 o'clock, so I'm kind of getting ready for it now. Okay. Now, also, what I've done, I've already done a breakdown of what I expect this to do. All right. In there is my bias, the trade idea, the full breakdown, what I'm about to trade. And then that's coupled with this. Now, the bias sheet is something that I put together and I kind of update as I'm going. Now, I've already done the DAX this morning. You may see the video on that. I'm now going to do this trade. Now, if I look at it, my majors, it's telling me if I'm looking at JPY pairs, the US JPY is the one to look at. It's telling me it's good. Why? Well, JP is pretty darn weak and there's some reasonable strength in the dollar. JP has lost a lot of ground. The dollar's gaining ground. And then if I look at the market pick, I would have liked it better to have had JP in here as well. But the dollar's there. Show me it's got strength in the market. So that tells me I've got an opportunity to trade this. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing now because it's starting to surge. So I'm going to put an order in just above where it is. Boom. And I'm going to follow the price. Now, let me explain this one in just a second. So, because it's surging, I don't particularly just want to go straight to market. So I want to see some form of break up here. Okay. So that's about the right place. But I'm going to stage it all the way down to here. Okay. And what I'd like to do is sort of zone it out. So let me sort of explain this. If we come out to the daily, you kind of see there's one of my arrows pointing up. We can see massive volume coming in. Now, there was a gap last night, and I'm going to pay close attention to that because that could get filled. Whether it fills today or not is a different story, but we'll look at that later. But if I look at this zone where it's currently at, you can see there's a clear cluster point here where it's tried before. But we also have this. Now this is what is creating the zones. So let me just put a fib on that and I'll sort of show you it. So if I come down through there and across, we'll see that it's breaking the 23 and the 38 has a big cluster here. That makes this attractive. This is the zone. Okay. So solid move down and it's starting to show signs of pushing up. And why might that be? Well, if we look out over, we can see it's starting to pull back on itself. And again, we have this massive move here. All right. Now these are monthly charts, guys. Again, put your fib on, pull it back. It's at the 23 of a monthly. 23 is a key area to play with. Take this down into the hourly so we can see what's going on. There's the gap we were talking about from last night. And sure enough, we can start seeing a big flag formation coming in. So this seems to be a logical point. All right. Now, as we come down the time frames to 15, you can see there's a lot of volume coming in. It's touching the tops of here, which is a little bit nervous, which is why I want to see it bust through and show signs it's going up to there. But if it's going to relax on itself, which it could well do, could easily relax on itself, I still think this is a nice solid level. So I will trade into all of this. In other words, build up a nice position. And then from there, see how we get on. Right, we triggered in. So what we can do now is look to see if there's any areas down here we can trade into. And you can monitor that on a 5-minute. Well, there we go. We can see the marketplace is screaming forward, absolutely screaming. Let it run up to there. Might take it a little bit of time, but patience is our virtue. So let me run this out. You may see some orders coming in down here. If we get down onto here, I'll have to reevaluate the trade. But at the moment, I'm working from this zone, or this level rather, to this level, this dotted line here. And that is the zone. That's the trading arena I'm going to work in. All right. Let me play it out, and I'll come back to you when I'm done. Okay, boys and girls, I've decided to kill this off because it's just turned 3 o'clock. There is a news announcement shortly. It's not so much for this pair, but any major news announcement I don't really want to be involved with. But this has done pretty much what I wanted it to do. It is pushing to the upper side, but I've done enough for the day to warrant my wages. So got nothing running. And there you go. It's just added another 100 quid to my salary over the course of the last hour, just by watching what's going on. I do carve. There is an argument saying that if I held on to the trades longer, I get more money. However, that's not my style. I prefer to be safe than stupid. I'm not in this to be a hero. If you're trading, you want to be like a sniper. Get in, get out, get paid. That's simple. All I'm looking for is the crumbs the big boys leave behind, and that's enough to feed me. And then from there, as soon as I'm paid, I'm out of it. So there we go. What on earth are you doing now?
Nothing.
Yeah. As soon as I start working on this camera, right, and I start doing everything, she immediately flicks it over onto she's either watching sort of some celebrity star or whatever. She's on a shopping channel. Why aren't you working?
I am working.
Explain yourself.
I'm doing a bit of research.
Really, on Meghan and Harry?
No.
And bloody Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton. Who the hell wants to see her?
You should be doing your work. You've got eyes in the back of your head.
I have done my work. That's the thing. I am finished. I was finished earlier on.
You're right.
Well, the boobs are out. Boobies. And which is wrong. See, because I thought today's your day, sex. And she said, no, we have to go shopping. Why didn't you write sex on there and then I could have wrote shopping?
You wouldn't know. You hate shopping.
Well, that's because we would be going to have sex. Sorry. We're in a good mood today. We're going to see a house later on, which always puts her in a good mood. Well, until we see it, and then she goes, oh, this is crap, this is a wreck. I don't want to go with this. I want to spend this much money on it. So I'll be in the pub later. Wonderful. Anyway, what's all that got to do with trading? Well, trading pays for it. Because trading is a job. And if you treat it as a job, it'll pay you as a job. If you treat it as a casino and you think you're going to get the big win all the time, you're probably wasting your time. Because you'll forever be chasing the unicorn. And sadly, unicorns don't exist. And one of the worst things you can ever do is actually hit a big win. Because you'll be forever chasing that win. And everything that is normal, which should be really good, you'll consider to be inferior. So, slow and steady's the way forward. Do you like slow and steady? No, what you doing?
I'm looking to see. I'm trying to find some inspiration.
Right. Let's have a look. Princess Kate Bakes. So, what inspiration is that? She's busted again. Bloody hell. I've got to live with her.
You need talk. The music you've had on lately has been just dreadful.
It's been fantastic.
It hasn't.
It's been wonderful.
It's disgusting.
Well, it is a bit disgusting. I'll give you that. We've been listening to the Wurzels today.
No, it wasn't the Wurzels.
And Ivor Biggin. And if you haven't ever come across Ivor Biggin,
don't bother.
What do you mean don't bother? I've been laughing my cotton socks off at it today. It's been fantastic. It's right up my street. So go look for Ivor Biggin on YouTube. Don't play it near any kids, otherwise you might have some explaining to do. And just have yourself a little chuckle. Anyway, so that's that. If you're stuck, I'm very easy found. All my contact details are down below. My WhatsApp for direct messages. There's a free Telegram. If you're interested in coming along to the Discord group, look for the Scruffy Squad. And there's also 5% off a prop fund and preferred brokers. There's all sorts in the description. Check it out. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, control your other half, but always do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.